Hello everybody, and welcome to the Badger Beat, where we have a fantastic episode in store. I'm your host, Dylan Shabilsky. Today I'll be showing off the wide-ranging culture of Wisconsin by teaching you how to make an old-fashioned, showing you the history of Chief Oshkosh beer, and we'll close out the show with a special musical performance from Badger Beat. I have a couple of guest bartenders here today with me, and they'll be making us some old fashions today. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. But first, I want to turn our attention to Chief Oshkosh beer, which in its heyday sold the 10th most beer in Wisconsin. Badger Beat beer guru John Gala has more on the brand.
In the heart of Wisconsin, on the glistening shores of Lake Winnebago, there lies the small but bustling city of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Founded in 1839 and named after the proud Menominee Chief Oshkosh, the city has been an industrial and cultural hub in Wisconsin. But it wasn't just the city named after the chief. Oshkosh was also home to the iconic Chief Oshkosh beer, known for its smooth brew and iconic yet controversial branding. This is the story of Chief Oshkosh beer. You can't tell the story about the beer without delving into the history of the chief. Chief Oshkosh was born in 1795 to the Menominee tribe. As a young adult, Oshkosh was a soldier and fought in the War of 1812 on the side of the British with a band of about 100 other Menominee Native Americans. In 1821, after the passing of his grandfather, Oshkosh was appointed chief during negotiations with the U.S. government at Beermore, Wisconsin, regarding the resettlement of Christianized Oneida, Stockbridge, and Muncie natives from New York and western Massachusetts. Oshkosh negotiated the allocation of Menominee land that would be used as a reservation for said tribes. He also fought against pressure from the U.S. government to relocate his people to northern Minnesota and instead secured a 235,524-acre reservation on their ancestral lands. Chief Oshkosh passed away on August 31st, 1858. It's not until 36 years after Chief Oshkosh's death that the beer would come to be. On March 21st, 1894, the Oshkosh Brewing Company, formed after 3 smaller local breweries merged together. The chief was chosen to be their mascot. It didn't take long for Chief Oshkosh to be reborn in the city. From signs to windows, he was seen everywhere. With this ad campaign, sales began to climb and Chief Oshkosh beer was born. Hard times hit breweries nationwide during Prohibition. The company was forced to produce other products such as malt syrup and Chief Oshkosh Special, a non-alcoholic cereal beverage. The company lurched by year to year, clinging to life until 1933, when Prohibition came to an end. The Oshkosh Brewing Company quickly began brewing once again, with the chief taking center stage. Over time, the image of the actual Chief Oshkosh began to diminish and authenticity was left behind in preference of stereotypes and cliches, turning the once respected chief into a cartoon figure. The Oshkosh Brewing Company even began rewriting history, claiming that the chief often frequented the brewery and was an avid drinker of Chief Oshkosh beer. Chief Oshkosh was primarily known in the Midwest and most popular in Wisconsin. At its peak in 1958, the Oshkosh Brewing Company produced 58,000 barrels of Chief Oshkosh beer. However, the Oshkosh Brewing Company faced struggles and closed in 1971. The Chief Oshkosh brand bounced between different owners from 1971 until 1993.
The question of what's in a name is also sparking debate in Oshkosh.
A beer company there is being criticized for using a Native American name in its product. But tonight, Kelly Swoop reports the company calls it a tribute.
During the 90s, there were many protests against Native American branding. As that fell out of favor, so too did the last remnants of Chief Oshkosh beer. The last footprint of Chief Oshkosh beer in the community is the large terracotta emblem that once hung on the brewery. The large emblem now resides in the Oshkosh Public Museum, where it teaches the history of the beer, the story of the brand, and the legacy of the chief.
The growing acceptance of Chief Oshkosh beer throughout the state is appreciated by its brewers, the 3rd generation of the families that founded the company, glad they can add so much to the pleasant, relaxed moments of the citizens of our town.
Thanks, John, for informing us on one of the biggest breweries at one point in the Fox Valley. Coming up next on Badger Beat, we'll be focusing on a different alcoholic beverage in an old-fashioned, which has become a Wisconsin staple. That's coming up right here on Badger Beat.
this and more here on Titan TV News.
You don't need this anymore.
Who the are you? What are you doing here?
That's besides the point. Watch Titan TV on your phone with the all-new Titan TV app.
Watch live content or search for your favorite shows from the past. Download now by searching Titan TV UW Oshkosh on your app store. Available on iOS and Android. Disclaimer, Titan TV does not condone house break-ins, even if it is to promote the app.
And welcome back to Badger Beat. I'm your host, Dylan Shabilsky. If there's one thing I know about Wisconsin from living here my whole life, it's that our unofficial state drink has to be the Old Fashioned. Although the history of the Old Fashioned can be traced back to Chicago, boo, Wisconsinites make the drink a little different. Instead of whiskey serving as the base liquor, here in Wisconsin, Old Fashions are made with brandy. Rumor has it that after World War II, liquor distributors across the state discovered 30,000 cases of Christian Brothers brandy, which was distributed to hundreds of supper clubs across Wisconsin. That's what made the drink take off in the state, and why in 2023 the Brandy Old Fashioned became Wisconsin's state cocktail. Now that we know a little bit on the history of Old Fashions, it's time to welcome our first guest of the day to teach us how to make one. Let's give a big welcome to Brennan Schmaling, a local bartender who is here to join us on the Badger Beat. Brennan, how are you doing on this beautiful Thursday?
Wonderful, Dylan. I'm happy to be on the show.
And I know that I am glad to have you here, Brennan, and I have to ask, what makes a good Old Fashioned?
Good old fashioned, you usually got oranges, cherries like we got here. You have the cocktail syrup, or sometimes people have sweet vermouth or bitters. And then obviously the brandy or whiskey. You know, Chicago's different for some odd reason. And then obviously the Sprite as well.
And what ingredients do you typically use for your Old Fashions?
My perfect old fashioned, everything's laid out on the table already. We got the cherries and the oranges.
Well, Brennan, go ahead and show everyone how you make your Old Fashioned. Starting out with the oranges, I see.
Of course.
And you could talk us through what you're doing in the process as well.
So you have the orange and then you have the cherry. You want one or two cherries in yours?
Usually two.
Two? Perfect. Perfect. So you'll have the oranges and the cherries, and then you'll muddle it, usually with some sort of old-fashioned cocktail syrup, and that just helps get all like the acidity and the sweetness out of the fruit as well. Kind of sweeten it up a little bit. Do a little more. Right there. Then you just break it up, kind of run it against like the rim of the glass a little bit, break up the rind a little bit, just to actually get all the juices out. That's good enough. And then brandy as well. Was this your?
No, it's not, but I believe you have a shot glass too to make sure that the serving portions are proper.
Oh, I do. Look at that. I like to eyeball it usually. I pour with my heart more than I do my mind, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're not about proportions here in Wisconsin.
No, we're not.
We pour heavy.
Yes, we do. That's good enough there. Ooh, a little fizzy. Wish we had ice. Kind of top it off. I feel bad
cold
that's
enough.
room temp. I hope so. Cold enough outside.
It is
sure.
cold enough outside.
That is for sure. And then would you like a cherry for a garnish on the top?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, right here.
You know, I'm more of an olives guy myself for the garnish.
I wish we had olives. I'll give you two. Be generous. I'm missing the cherries. There we go. Get it? There you are.
There we have it, Brennan's Old Fashioned. And now let's see how this one tastes. Very good, very good. Well, we saw how one bartender makes their Old Fashioned, but how does it taste in comparison to another bartender's Old Fashioned? Let's give a big welcome to Lindsay Klapatoskis. another bartender, who is here to join us on the Badger Beat. I know I'm glad to have you here, Lindsay, and let me ask you this. What do you think makes a good old-fashioned?
Personally, I like a whiskey sour old-fashioned. I know it's not the typical brandy. Must be from Chicago or something. But yeah, usually a good whiskey sour, not too sweet, not too sour, kind of right in the middle.
And what ingredients would you typically use for your old-fashioned?
Yeah, usually like whiskey, some squirt instead of Sprite, bitters, cherries, the usual.
Well, Lindsay, it's time to showcase your skills and make your own old-fashioned.
Sounds good. We'll start with the glass. Copying Brennan here. See, I don't like it as sweet, so you're only getting one cherry.
Oh. See, and I like mine sweet usually.
Well, it's not your old-fashioned, is it?
No, it's not. That's right. That's right. I'm just the taste tester.
Yeah. You just get to judge.
It's the best job in the world.
You don't actually have to do any of the work. You just get to enjoy the fruits of the labor.
Exactly.
Now we're going to take our brandy. We'll measure it out.
Responsible.
Yep. Drink Wisconsin to Blair.
Well, I still got to host a show here. Let's be real.
You do. Oh, there we go. Just like that. Take your Sprite. Oh. Top that off. Perfect. Oops, almost forgot the bitters. Best part. A little bit of that. And since you've been such a good host, Dylan, I guess I'll give you an extra cherry.
Love to see that.
Yep. There you go.
Perfect. And
Wisconsin
let's see how
old-fashioned.
this one tastes in comparison to Brennan's. Definitely more sour. And now it's time for me to decide officially which type of old-fashioned is better. And I have to say, after trying both drinks, I think it has to be the sweet old-fashioned is definitely better because I am just a sweeter person, and it's too sweet to not say that this one's better. But look at how fantastic these two old-fashions are, and that is awesome. So Brennan, how does it feel to have the best old-fashioned out of the two?
I gotta win on one show on Titan TV. I feel like I think it's long overdue. Not to bring back any past memories, but I'm glad you enjoyed it.
You have redeemed yourself. And well, folks, that was a fun little competition we had on making some old fashions. And thank you to the both of you for coming in to chat with me. And thanks for showing the audience a little bit of your skill set. We still have more in store for you on Badger Beat, including an interview and a live performance by the Copper Box Polka Band. That's all coming up right after this break on Titan TV.
Yes, we do murders.
Is this about the Macabre 3?
Macabre in the sense of how they died?
Macabre in the sense that there is no suspect?
Safety word?
What about...
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Mental health, a state of mental well-being that enables people to cope with the stresses of life. No one ever said it was easy to handle all of these things. Putting on a fake smile is sometimes easier than talking about your problems. It's hard to take the first step to self-healing, but it will be worth it. It's okay to not be okay, but don't stay that way. Help is always available. Please do not be afraid to speak up.
Okay, so what we're gonna do first is get our buttermilk.
Learn lessons, make new friends.
First tonight, the UW Women's Center helps students in need.
What a victory!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Badger Beat. My name is Dylan Shabilsky. If you just missed it, right in our first segment, we learned how to make an old-fashioned after learning about Chief Oshkosh beer. But right now, I want to introduce some new guests to the show. Please welcome Danny Jarabek and Michelle Jarabek from the polka band Copperbox.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Danny and Michelle, thank you two so much for being on Badger Beat. How are you guys doing today?
Wonderful.
And first off, I'm a huge polka fan, being from Pulaski, Wisconsin, and like the area there, we have polka days, and it's just very traditional. I do have cousins in the Polka Hall of Fame, Chad Shabilsky and the Polka Rhythms, and I just want to know, how did your family get into polka originally?
Pretty much it was passed down from my grandfather and even before that, so I'm like fourth generation polka musician. It's just something, it's in the blood, I guess.
Yeah, same. I am third generation, and Michelle and I met at a polka dance like a long time ago. So we've been married 28 years now, but so music and polkas in general are a huge part of our family as now and will be forever, probably. You know?
Awesome. That's really cool. And like, how long have you guys been performing together then?
Together we started Copperbox 3 years ago. Yeah, and before that I played with my brothers and sisters in my dad's polka band and in my grandfather's polka band, and you played with your dad's band, so it's just something we always did and we never quite wanted to let go.
And it seems like that's kind of common with polka music, is that it's passed down from generation to generation. Like, I'm sure you guys know the Marashik brothers out of
It's actually my sister married into the family.
Okay, so that's really cool.
This world keeps getting smaller.
Right? Yeah, it's just crazy. I know we were chatting before about how you guys are performing at Polka Days this coming year, and congratulations on that. That's a huge thing. Like, if no one knows how huge Polka Days is, it's just a very big thing in Pulaski. Like, the history of Pulaski and being such a Polish town, and the community and culture is really cool up there. So that's very big for you guys. So congrats on that. And I guess, like, I want to know, like, what makes it so enjoyable playing, like, polka music?
I think it's the feeling and just that infectious beat. Like, you cannot listen to a polka and be, like, really angry. You know, like, it's just, my dad would always have polkas playing in the house. At that time, when I grew up, there was a 24-hour polka station out of Hartford, Wisconsin, that played. So no matter if you woke up in the middle of the night and had to go to the bathroom, you could still hear the polkas being played. But it always felt like home and the spirit of the beat. And then my mom definitely taught us all how to polka dance. So like, we were never bored. We were always dancing or playing music, and it was just a lot of joy and just the spirit of a community coming together, like in Pulaski, for instance. It's so cool because
multi-generational too.
Yes.
You see grandmas dancing with their great grandkids, maybe, and some of grandkids. Whatever. It's so cool.
It brings everybody together, and also it gives you an opportunity to ask somebody maybe you don't know to dance, and you can start.
That happened to us.
Yeah, it did. And start a relationship, and it's very cool to have that mix of people.
I just want to say, guys, maybe for some of you guys that see this like show and you don't have someone that you really love or like care about, think about going to like polka dance. You never know. It might work out. Either that or a bingo hall.
And like, polka is such an easy dance too. It's a simple thing. You can, like, typically the older couples are around doing the waltz, and then the younger couples are in the middle going pretty crazy.
It's true.
But I know that in a few minutes you guys will be doing a live performance right here on Badger Beat. Are you guys excited?
Absolutely. Anytime we get to play music, it's great.
And once again, thank you guys for sitting down and talking with me. I think you guys have an awesome story, and it's amazing to see polka still thriving in Wisconsin. I sure love polka. And enough of me talking, we're going to head to a short break, but when we return, Copperbox will be performing some songs live right here on Badger Beat.
Welcome to Titan TV News.
Welcome to Titan TV News.
Welcome to Titan TV News. Covering local stories, campus sports, and more. Watch Titan TV News live Fridays at 4 p.m.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too
Sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Arrived at University of Wisconsin Oshkosh.
If you're interested in making an international friends, IS is one for you.
Arrived at University of Wisconsin Oshkosh.
If you're interested in making an international friends, IS is one for you.
Welcome back to Badger Beat, everybody. Let's welcome back in Copperbox as they perform a few polka hits for us.
That's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, all our friends will be drinking all the beer. Let's polka. In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. But when we're gone from here, all our friends will be drinking all the beer. In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, all our friends will be drinking all the beer. Oh yeah! Everybody now. In heaven there is no beer. That's why All our friends will be drinking all the yeah, all right. Here's something else. In the summertime when the weather is hot, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. In the summertime, we got women on the mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go while we're sleeping. If a daddy's rich, take her offer a meal. But if a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Drive along the lane, do a ton, oh, ton 25. You can make it, baby. You can make it little pie. Come on. Yeah. If a daddy's rich, take an offer a meal. But if a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Drive along the lane, do a ton, oh, ton 25. You can make it, baby. You can make a lady pie. Everybody, da 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 da. Oh, let me squeeze ya.
Once again for coming on this show. It was a pleasure to have you. And unfortunately, that is all the time that we will have. But let's listen to them, keep it going, having that polka tune, good Wisconsin energy. You guys didn't see, but I was actually polka dancing over there. But that is going to be all the time we are going to have for this episode of Badger Beat. So long, everyone. Have a great rest of your night. And to anyone, listen to some polka music, because this is great.
In the summertime when the weather is hot, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. In the summertime, we got women